Big Ten tournament semifinal, the number one seed, the champs, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number five seed,
Yeah.
Wisconsin Badgers. Sorry, I couldn't remember what their seed was because in my head, how I have definitively defined this team for the better part of the last month has been the second best team in this league. That's what the analytics have said that they are. Somehow the huge tiebreak jotted them down to five, so they had to play two games to get to this point in the tournament card. But they have mostly passed the test. This is a team that could want revenge against you.
Mm.
That's good. But at the same time, for you, it's a team that you beat comfortably in a high stakes game. So, how confident are you with the Badgers coming for a rematch?
I mean, I'm not. Look, it's hard not to be confident with Michigan State and how they're playing. Like, I feel like you're in the wrong if you're not confident that Michigan State can win against whoever they're playing up against. But at the same time, you got to go back to that matchup that was less than 2 weeks ago, where a great 3-point shooting team in Wisconsin was absolutely atrocious from three. And John Tanji did the disappearing act. They hit five threes in that first matchup, G. 5 for 32. And I understand, credit to Michigan State because they are a good defensive team. But at the same time, good defensive teams, a good defensive performance from three against Wisconsin is better than 15% from three. So you can bet your sweet ass that Wisconsin will shoot better than that in this game. And it's good. It's going to be a tough match. It's going to be a tough game for them because John Tanji, first of all, he had that look in his eyes against UCLA. I'm assuming he's going to have that look in his eyes again, especially after having a bad game in the first matchup. I know he remembers that. He's going to try to get his in this game. And they're going to pose a really, really tough test for Michigan State because I think this Wisconsin offense is, in my opinion, the best offense in the league.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah,
Who else is in contention for that mark for you?
best offense. I mean, talking Big Ten teams here. So,
I mean,
uh,
Purdue, metrically, KenPom has Purdue as the best, then Wisconsin,
okay,
then
so
Illinois, then Iowa.
in Iowa. Ugh.
Hearing a bunch of teams that you beat rather easily.
Well, I guess I got Michigan State by 20 in this game.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't know. I guess I haven't viewed this Wisconsin offense as like the best in the league. Maybe I should.
Yeah, I mean, I think so because a lot of it is Tanji's a tough matchup for a good amount of teams in this league, and you and I talked about it in the first matchup. John Tanji should, on paper, provide some issues for Michigan State given his positional size,
Yeah.
but he didn't in the first matchup.
Was
Uh,
that just a bad Tanji game? Was it forced? Obviously, it was forced. You guys have a great defense, but like, how much was in Tanji's control and how much was out of it with the first Michigan State game where Tanji had 11 points on 13 shots?
I think it was a good mixture. I thought Michigan State did a good job as well as Tanji looked to get a little frustrated in that first matchup. Maybe he thought he should have got maybe a couple more calls here there. He only attempted 4 free throws in the game. But he also just missed some open looks. I can think to I still see it pretty vividly in my head. He missed like two wide open wing threes that like weren't even close. So I don't know if he was in his head. I don't know if he just had an off day, but I don't expect him to struggle like that again.
Yeah. I would be shocked, but at the same time, I would be shocked if any perimeter oriented player has like a great game against Michigan State. Like, when's the last time that's happened?
Last perimeter player to have a good game.
Was it the first Shellstad game? Which even that you were claiming in the second half, we cut his water off.
Yeah, honestly, it might be that one. Yeah,
Is there anyone we're missing? When's the last time a perimeter player had a great game against Michigan State?
PJ Haggerty.
Yeah. So in November. Was that when Frankie Fiddler was still your featured player?
Yeah, honestly, when was the last? Now I'm actually intrigued.
Yeah, just trying to figure it
Does
out.
Des Claude count?
Um, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably the West Coast trip, right?
Wait, all right, this is hilarious. The candidates for this: Des Claude, Jordan Durkak. Uh,
All right, we can stop right there. When it's 1:30 in the morning and we're getting Jordan Durkak as
he gave us
he
26.
torched us. Yeah, all right, let's go to bed. Good God, I can't believe you just Durkaked me past midnight. It's unbelievable. This is my life. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Can you salvage this? I'm
Yeah.
losing. I can't believe I still like yeah, here's where I'm at. You know what? Now you
Wait,
got
wait,
this out of
wait.
me. You
Hold
don't
on.
even
Oh, wait. Let me stop you. Let me stop
no.
you. No, you're gonna do it. Stop, Greg. Greg,
Yeah,
look
I'm
at
gonna do
me.
it.
Eyes here.
No. You shut up and listen to me. This is what's going on right now, and I know exactly what you're doing, and I'm sick of it. I can't believe it took me this long to figure this out. Do we really have to come on here and pretend like this Michigan State team isn't just gonna run through this tournament? Because that's what this whole season has been, and you know it, and I know it, and the whole world knows it. And we came up with the Save the Big Ten movement and all that bullshit, and we did it as a joke at first, and then it was completely true, but then we couldn't even save it together because your team was just too effing good, Cart. That's been the whole story of the whole freaking season. The nephew, the hot dog suit dog. I was there. We were all there. And then guess what? Now we're in a tournament, Cart, where you play a game every single day, and the literal structure of the tournament benefits the deeper teams. And somehow, some way, we're supposed to pretend like Michigan State isn't just going to sleepwalk their way to this championship.
Okay, but can I push back for one little thing though?
Fine, but like I'm not doing the bit anymore.
Teams are not always gonna shoot this bad against us.
They might.
What if they hit shots then?
Then you'll lose the first time in 3 months. But like that's not something you can even bank on. And also the way basketball works, Wisconsin just spent their great shooting game.
They wasted it.
When you shoot 60% from three, usually the next game you shoot 10% from three. God, man.
Should
I'm
we
just
get
but
to should we get the prediction?
you know what I'm saying though? Like, do we really have to sit here and do the dance? I
Yeah,
gotta
I
come out
mean,
here and act like you should be afraid of Wisconsin.
right. I mean, we are 27-5 and 17-3 in the Big Ten.
You are so clearly better than everyone else here, Wisconsin included.
That's true.
What more do you want from me? Like, in terms of the Big Ten tournament, every team that's playing you should feel like they're going to lose by 10 plus.
Hmm.
If that doesn't happen, we'll give Wisconsin a bunch of credit. But like, this is now their third game in 3 days. They just shot the lights out. You had Tanji and Blackwell in hell the first game. Mostly just Tanji, honestly. Blackwell was pretty good. But like, they went 1 for 14 from three as a duo. And I called you out for this in the last little recap. I know what you're doing. All you guys are trying to downplay this bullshit like you don't even know that's happening. And you're smiling right now because you know I just figured out your tricks.
Tricks are for kids. Should we get to the prediction?
Does the fact that I know this possibly mean something?
No, what?
Like the fact that I Nick Caged this at 1 in the morning of the Big Ten semi with your team and my team set to maybe play? Does that mean something? Did I crack this psychologically?
In order to actually save the Big Ten, you have to win the Big Ten tournament.
Right. Otherwise, it wasn't a true Big Ten save.
As you were willing to throw a game for me earlier in the season, I too am willing to let Wisconsin hit 14 threes.
But you're not willing to get to the final and lose to Michigan.
Well, that's
Well, that's not possible.
we can't control that. If we get there, we're whooping y'all ass. I
Yeah,
can't.
we've
There's nothing I
already
can do about that. I could drive to Indy, run on the court, and do whatever. There's no chance, none. So we
Oh,
have to win.
wait. Just to make sure I have this on record. There's no chance, none, that Michigan State ever loses a game to Michigan?
This year, no,
No chance, none.
none.
Okay.
And don't act like that's just me saying that. Didn't you say
I agree.
that?
You said it.
Yeah, and I mean it.
I know you do. You
Thank
should.
you.
I don't want to play you.
Should we get to the prediction?
I just can't believe I do this for a living now.
Ken Palm has Michigan State favored by 1 in this basketball game, 74-73. Greg, who you got?
I got Michigan State by 16.
Okay, I got Michigan State by, let's say, I'll say 7.
I got Wisconsin shooting 4 for 31 from three. Carson Cooper will have 7 and 2 at half, and 3 different beat writers will tweet about how great his legacy will be. I have Jace doing like all the fun Jace things. Um, and mentally, I'm at a cigar bar in Indianapolis watching all this.
Respect. You don't even like cigars, do you?
I love cigars, and that's such a bad thing that you don't know about me. Crazy.
Sorry.
The hair in my mouth.